playing so well, but maybe you switch up that first representative in the 1v1. Give the guy you've been leaning on so much a bit of a break, but here we go, $250,000 on the line to see who takes that 150 or the 100K and that massive trophy on the stage. Liquid has dreamed about it for 3 seasons. Surgical Goblin, Diego B, Canario, and Igor, the last time they'll be introduced today.
Here by the skin of their teeth on the other side. The 1v1 specialist Hire has done so well for his squad. Nomisa and Solomon in 2v2. Chingfeng and Sia as well, a top-tier squad, proving that today.
Yeah, they have been lights out from the moment they stepped on stage in that quarterfinals match, and this has been a crazy day. 1 HP, Cinderella stories on both sides. Now you have maybe the most celebrated organization in US esports, maybe in all esports, in Team Liquid, going against the underdogs, WEDGM.
Here we go, double tornado ban for this 2v2 set. Canario and Surgical Goblin coming out for 2v2 one more time, and WEDGM not messing with what's working. Solo Man and No Misa here in this opening set.
I love it. I'm ready to go. You knew who they were going to bring. They knew who they were going to bring out. It's just some good old-fashioned Clash Royale. No fancy tricks, just your best against our best on the biggest day in the game.
Here we go. Eric giving some last instructions to his team. Surgical Goblin and Canario have played so much, so well together. They've gone on massive runs. They only need 2 more wins here to give their team a very important step towards that trophy on the other side. Solo Man and No Misa, you got to give a lot of credit to No Misa today, stepping up in 2v2 in a massive way despite struggling throughout the regular season. His squad owes him a big debt of gratitude.
Oh, 100%, and their coaching staff really got away with one, or maybe just surprised everyone today by making that slight alteration from their best 2v2 duo to give them the best fully rounded out squad, and it has paid off in dividends today. So now here we are, Surgical Goblin, Canario, Solo Man, No Misu, ready to go in the grand finals. Double NATO ban for me means maybe they take to the skies again. We saw how hard it was to stop that balloon time and time again without having NATO.
We've seen a lot of Lava Hound as well in 2v2 thus far. It's been a pretty big aerial battle with a few deviations this tournament. We'll see if they go back to that one more time.
Yeah, seen a lot of miners, a lot of poisons, and a lot of Lava Hounds and Double Dragons in 2v2 today. I'd say that's been the main archetype of the day. Nothing really fast and quick cycle, because with Beatdown, if you go down early with those quick cycle decks, as you saw kind of what happened with Jack in his 1v1, there's just no way to come back quickly.
You see a lot of the players using tablets rather than phones in 2v2 with so much going on. A little more precision necessary. Also, giving your teammate a better view of your screen for a quick glance at what you might have in hand, what's actually in cycle at the moment.
So here we go, game 1 of the grand finals.
Immediate miner to the back, picked up by WEDGM. Giant Skeleton bats in front, and quick with the Graveyard. Dark Goblin in response.
Yeah, Dark Goblin cycled a little bit early. Usually like to try to keep it behind the King Tower because of that right there, the spell susceptibility. And now that Giant Skeleton getting dangerously close.
Yeah, that's not quite gonna hit, but you can see a little sigh of relief from Team Liquid. Definitely closer than they wanted.
Surgical Goblin and Canario have become best friends over the last couple seasons. Surgical speaking Spanish, and it's been actually fascinating to watch their relationship grow over the couple seasons in competitive and out.
Well, 2 guys who are both so capable in this game. Of course, you know, talent recognizes talent, and these 2 have grown as a team already. Western champions, want to be world champions as well.
So we're seeing double Graveyard here from WEDGM. Maybe still going to see some balloon, or could be Graveyard from Surge and Canario.
Talked about it before, but when that double graveyard gets pushing harder and harder in double elixir time, it gets really frustrating. Of course, now with our shortened and heightened overtime, that double graveyard can get even more devastating.
And that was a really nice, cheap, effective miner push. It got a hit on the Night Witch, couple hits on the tower, gets a log in as well. Really, really nice use of cheap cards there from Liquid.
And this time you see Dark Goblin played much further behind, trying to not allow good options for that poison. Still quite a bit of damage. 1447 on the left-hand side, and there you have an easy arrows to wipe out that Dark Goblin, get some damage on tower.
Liquid been playing incredibly conservatively when you're talking about offense. Now that we're hitting double elixir time, you think this is the moment where they're going to start going all out. There's the balloon.
And Miner goes to the back. Bats getting a lot, and a snowball does not take care of one more bat. And look at that.
Wow.
Inferno Tower just finally getting to the balloon.
Yeah, Bats taking for it. Miner taking for it. A perfectly timed zap. And almost a big-time balloon drop.
Solid death damage, though, does put this back within reach. Another graveyard down. Skeletons in response. Poison working on that Musketeer in the back. Couple skeletons still getting hits. Not going to quite drop too far down, just under 1,000 HP.
We've got 3 cards that have not been shown yet. 2 from Liquid, 1 from WEDGM. You have to imagine there's got to be a freeze in there somewhere. Maybe now's the time they pull the trigger on it.
Raged up balloon doesn't quite get the drop. Death damage does get in. Not much separating these squads as we go into sudden death.
Yeah, a lot of help from that death damage on the balloon. Liquid it behind by about 6 elixir collectively.
Inferno Tower one more time, just burning off that balloon, but you know there's a second balloon available. Wondering if they're going to start cycling balloons at the bridge here now that the pressure's on.
Yeah, really nice cleanup there on the Baby Dragon. Doing it right now would be a little bit too aggressive, so they're going to decide to take a little bit of spell value.
Solid fireball, gets it off the board, but now have to contend with one more graveyard push. Log to wipe off the Musketeer in the back.
Yeah, I love that high Lumberjack placed early to catch the Knight. That wasn't even down yet by WEDGM. It looks like Liquid's playing in the future, but it's because WEDGM has been doing the same thing over and over and over again.
Liquid just not
There's the
able.
freeze.
There's the freeze. It does get through. Miner goes to the outside.
The Miner's gonna reset the. Wow! The opposite Princess Tower of WEDGM keeps them in the game.
Hear a pin drop in the Shrine Expo Hall right now.
There's the freeze defensively from WEDGM.
High Goblin Gauge just trying not to let any tanks get across the bridge. This time they do a great job of it.
Skellies plus Dark Goblin going to mitigate 100% of the damage. It feels like Liquid is in a great position to steal this game. And this time, the defensive freeze is being forced out by WEDGM.
At this point, Liquid knows they don't have to worry much about this graveyard. Skeletons, it's going to be Dark Goblin cycled way in the back, and they just take care of this fairly easily, and then able to load up at the bridge. I don't think a single skeleton even hits in that exchange, and now it's all Liquid making that push for the final win.
And also, if you're WEDGM and you start to see Goblin cages and units being cycled at the river, you can't just keep running into it over and over again, because you're giving your opponent a massive counter push, which is what they want when they're playing Balloon. If you can get a half health giant skeleton in front of your Balloon, why not drop it? What's the worst that can happen? Death damage.
Let's go take a look at the stats from that game. Of course, early on, it was WEDGM getting those graveyard cycles down. 7 graveyards played in total, but then on the back when it was Surge and Canario began pouring it on with the Balloon once they realized that they could get the cycle correct and defend easily against these decks.
Yeah, and the big story to look here is the Troop Elixir and the Spell Elixir. Almost twice as much spent by WEDGM with spells, which meant they had exponentially less units on the board, less troop units on the board, almost 40 less elixir spent on troops. That's a lot of units.
Yeah, very difficult to contend with, and in the end, it was still very, very close. You saw WEDGM trying to get back in it with the spell cycle, but at that point, it was too little, too late, and now Liquid with a game in hand.
Yeah, and when you spell cycle that late in the game, if you're not able to get your win condition through, your opponents already know what to do. Fine. Overspend over and over again. Take the tower. Now I'm going to punish you in the opposite lane because you're in a massive elixir hole.
So here we go. Players look like they are ready. Team Liquid, WEDGM Game number 2. He's putting wall breakers at the bridge.
Seen that a handful of times today. And the crowd losing it over the log. They are all here for Team Liquid.
Hog Rider in response. Night Witch and Mini P.E.K.K.A. do not allow a single swing.
Night Witch and Giant Skeleton doing a little bit of do-si-do.
Again, just look at the spread of those arrows. It really is. It's one of those things that people aren't talking about it enough, how much those arrows, you don't have to think about placement very much now with that ability to wipe so much stuff off the board.
Yeah, and you can take out different waves because of their waves coming in. You take off your initial unit, maybe units walking up into the radius.
And Baby Dragon taken care of, and Musketeer should go down to the poison. There she goes.
Yep, very, very nice use of their spells. Nice use of the Giant Skeleton. Just well played all around by Surge and Canario.
And again, you can see, look at the player cam on the top. Solo Man just definitely the shot caller in this pair, continuously sending instructions to his teammate.
That's going to need just a